The only thing she wants is to spend time with me. It's the sweetest thing, but it's the weird thing. Because for me, I'm a party animal. I'm good. Let's go hang out. But with the her, only thing she wants, and I got to start class. We on YouTube now. Uh, but the only thing she wants is just to spend time with me. That makes her happy. Just spending time with me makes her happy. Isn't that crazy? I mean, that's amazing. I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. But it's the weirdest thing. I still haven't. We've been together going on. Next month would be. I'm sorry. I married her. I'm a smart guy. I married her on February. On Valentine's Day. That's one day I ain't gonna forget. So our wedding anniversary is literally on Valentine's Day, guys. 2 for 1. Okay. So I made sure I ain't gonna forget that day. All right, let's get these charts up. But the fact is, all she wants to do is spend time with me. Weirdest thing. She don't need other people around and all this kind of stuff. She's just happy as long as me and her get to hang out. Now, if other people are around, she won't, she'll still be happy. But the fact is that she's content as long as we are together. And I just think it's the sweetest thing. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Type a yes if you hear me. And then we're going to get to these charts. Told you I learned a lot about God from Nancy, just watching her, just watching Nancy, because that's all God wants from us too. He said, we're doing all these routines and all this stuff, all these expectations, and all I want is just to hang out with you and you to hang out with me. We don't have a good relationship. Let's just hang out. Let's get to know you. What's my favorite color? you know, and it creates this intimacy. And when she's in prayer, she does the same thing. It's so intimate. It's very intimate. It's not like a routine. It's like she's really spending time with a person. And that's why it's like, well, I want to know that. Well, anyway, let's move on to the charts. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Hi, Miss Donna. Hello, everybody. Say hi to Miss Donna. And welcome my YouTube family. Thank you for joining us and the hundreds who will be watching this later. Ooh, y'all see this double teasy, double topper? Do we got it? No, we don't have an arrow yet. Okay, we don't have an arrow. I'm finna say, man, that looks nice. Looking at that. Let me make this bigger. Yeah, that looks really, really nice. But we don't have an arrow on the 15, so I'm not touching it. But it might be one you want to keep your eye on. It got that double top on the 4 hour, and you can see it right here on the 1 hour very clearly. So this might be one that you might want to keep an eye on. We don't have a 15-minute arrow, but you can see it again right here, right there. And by the way, I didn't do a test. Oh, thanks, Rich. I forgot about that. Yeah, there was a reason I didn't take trades on CAD this week. CAD has interest rate news this week. Thank you, Rich. See, this is why y'all are amazing people. But that's why it's probably setting up too. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, let me leave my mouth alone because charts make you look like a fool. You be doing these predictions instead of just waiting, and then all of a sudden it goes the other way. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about that. Let me see the other cap here. It's that one we don't know about. That one. Let me go back here. See this. So yeah, we're gonna wait on that cat. Thanks, Rich. You're on point, brother. All right, y'all see this? Came back to support. Could go up, but again, since news is coming out, can't. It's untouchable. All right, so we're done with that on Ocean. All right, cool. Nothing there. But I was just showing you guys. This is what I do when I'm looking at stuff. Okay. Simple trend line. You can see all the touches. So again, slant pattern could pop up if it was a normal day. Slant pattern could pop up on that. Look at that. Yep, everything is setting up for a nice move to the upside on that. I see it all day long, but again, because of news, can't touch it. So it came down, boom, and then it fires off normally. Here's what I also learned, y'all, about these charts. They typically will show you a pretty setup right before a big news event, and then boom, get you. I don't know if that ever happened to y'all, but it's kind of like they know most traders are price action traders, so they'll set up a nice price action move. You feel me? And then, oh my God, I got caught. Yeah, we knew. We know y'all strategy. I'm price action only. All right, cool. Don't check the news. Thanks, Rich. All right, you see support, resistance became, look at this candle, became support, 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 broke through a little bit, stop hunt, came right back into support right here. And this is why I said, yeah, you're right. Just wait. They are some slick devils. Slickery, 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 slickery. Yeah, you see some of the best setups right before a storm, right before. All right, now see something. I don't like that. No arrow. No arrow, no trade. See how it's tap dancing right here off this top on the 4 hour? Nope. 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 Guys, sometimes it's going to be like that where you're just not going to find something that you typically like and you just got to leave it alone and wait. One of the things I'm preferring is actually, I prefer to have no trade for the day than to have a losing trades. So if you just don't see nothing, you just don't see it. If you don't see it, you just don't see it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Don't force nothing. Let it come to you. Let it come to you. Let's see. By the way, I posted up in the groups and on the YouTube channel about some trades closed, so that you guys can see. I'm really, to be, if you want me to be 100% transparent, I'm really not trading hardly much at all. The copiers are doing their job, and so guess what? That allows me to actually be able to work on other projects and other things, so that, let me see. Watch this, y'all. Look at this one. I saw this too. So that, guess what? The trade copiers are doing what they do. They're making me money. I wake up in the morning and there's some money. There you go. I'm content with the trade copiers. I don't know if y'all have ever considered, those who are still on the fence about it, keep being on the fence. But as I keep telling you guys, hey, while you heading to work, I already got my paycheck off the trade copiers. Look at that. Ooh, smooth as butter. Smooth as butter. Oh, by the way, also, you guys, the deal for, look, that's 282 pips slid down. What I'm actually waiting on, Kurt said, I'm loving it. Good. Thank you, Kurt. Kurt said he's loving the copier. Yeah, I told you guys. I'm telling you guys, Uncle P is taking you guys in a different direction. I'm going to try and force you to become profitable. Okay. Notice what word I took out of that equation. I am no longer trying to force you to be a, watch this, profitable trader. I'm just going to try to force you to be what? Type, 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 type. What did I just say? I'm going to force you to be what? I'm waiting on y'all. Thank you, Rob. Who else? Who else heard exactly what I just said? Thank you, Reg. Anybody else? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are getting it. If you want me to be 100% transparent, like I told you guys last time when we did class, me and Donna, actually, I talked to Donna about this. I run ideas past Donna sometimes, and to make sure my head is in the right space and this and that. But it dawned on me recently, you guys, and this is honest, even for me sometimes. Honestly, trading is such an emotional business. Would you guys agree? If you agree with me, type a 20 in the box. I just want to make sure y'all with me for before I move forward. And by the way, please turn off all cameras. All cameras off. All cameras off, please. Do me that favor. Not because I don't want to see you. We've been having trouble with one little knucklehead who's been coming in here and doing some perverted stuff. So the easiest way to find this person is if everybody else's camera off and this person's there, then bing, we got them. Okay, checkmate. We got them, and then I'll go ahead and report them and get this person taken care of. That's the only reason why. Other than that, I love seeing y'all's beautiful faces. But for a little while, we're just dealing with that so I can make sure this is not happening and disturbance to the group. But truth be told, going back to my point, truth be told, trading is such an emotional business. And the reason why it's like that, or let me not say it like that, let me give it a different way. Again, I'm not a religious man. I'm not trying to be Mr. Preacher Man, but I have looked at the Bible, and just like Dr. Miles Monroe was talking about, you got your Old Testament, New Testament, people make it religious. In truth, the Bible is not a religious book at all. It's a legal book. Okay. That's why in court, you have testator, testatees. If a person dies and they have to go to court over the will, guess what? They're going to pull up the will and testament. Okay. It's a book that helps you understand the laws of God. Right. So watch this. When the Bible talks about where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. What it means is wherever your money is, there will your emotions be also. I'll repeat that. When the Bible says wherever your treasure is, there will your heart be also. What it means is wherever you put your money, you're going to have some feelings about it. Let somebody steal $20 out of your wallet or out of your account. Let somebody steal take $100. And that don't matter whether y'all was best friends for 20 years. Let them steal $100 from you and watch how that relationship turn. Type of amen in the box if you know I'm telling the truth. It changes things. It changes things. It changes things. You can talk about why you think, and this is why I'm so off. I don't want to touch this. I ain't doing that. And this is why I have an accounting firm. This is why I have a bookkeeping firm. This is why I use one of the biggest companies in the world who handle payment processes, which Google and Instacart and all these others, they also use this company. Why did I do that? Because if there's a sniff of a hint that Uncle P is messing with people's money, what do everybody, and no matter how good people say, oh, I love Uncle P, he's so cool, let them think that I stole even $2 from them, and they turn on me like a rabid dog. Because where your treasure is, there will your emotions be. They are married together. So in the trading arena, it doesn't matter whether you're trading Forex, it doesn't matter whether you're trading futures, it doesn't matter whether you're trading indices, it doesn't matter whether you're trading gold, whatever you trade, watch this, the moment you switch from a live account, from a demo account to a live account, the moment you switch from a demo account to a live account, everything changes. This is why so many of you guys are so successful on demo accounts, but then when you go to a live account, everything changes. Have you noticed that? Type of 500 if you noticed that. And some of this we blame on the broker, saying, oh, the broker is doing this and that. Okay, you may have a one-off situation where the broker is doing this and that. But nowadays, because people vote with their dollars, most brokers don't manipulate like they used to anymore. You know why? Because they know this truth about Forex traders or any kind of traders. They know that they don't need to manipulate the markets no more, because they know as long as they can retain you as a customer, you're going to keep blowing your account and put more money in. And every time you take a trade, that broker spread is their money. They get paid every time you take a trade. They get paid in pips every time you take a trade. They make more pips than anybody on the planet. The broker does. All they need you to do is keep on trading. They get their spread, and there you go. Nobody makes more pips on the planet than your broker. That's why they want you to stay. That's why they don't need to manipulate the market. They just need you to keep on trading. They also know the average retail trader will not stay in demo account enough to perfect their skill. I'll repeat that. Your broker knows you better than you when it comes to finances. They know full well that it doesn't matter what trading system, it doesn't matter which coach you're under, it doesn't matter how many YouTube videos. They know you. You will not stick to any strategy long enough in a demo account to perfect your skill before going to a live account. because they know you're in a hurry to make real money, even though you don't have the real talent yet. So they want you to keep on trading. They want you to keep on blowing that account and refilling it over and over and over again. Type of 50 in the box if y'all hear what I'm saying. I'm telling you truth. And we're going to get to these charts, but I'm telling you truth. I'm telling you truth. And you know it. This is why. Guess what? You don't have to like Uncle P. That's cool. Guess what? You don't have to like Uncle P. That's all good. Okay? That's all good. You don't have to like Uncle P. But Uncle P is going to tell you the TRUTH because it applies to you just like it applies to me. And if I got too much weight on my shoulders, it's the worst time for me to be trading. I'm not focused. I'm already highly emotional. And then I come to this highly emotional football game trying to trade. And I keep blowing account after account after account. And then you got to start talking to yourself and talking negatively to yourself. And you just go in this downward spiral. And many of you are there now. Many of you are there now. Why am I saying all of this? Because as I told Donna, I said, I can teach you how to trade. I can teach you how to look at charts. I can teach you how to analyze it. But what I've realized after all these years is that for many of you, the one thing I'm not able to teach you is how to manage your emotions and self-control. Many of you have the skill to go on and be one of the best traders on the planet. You have the skill. You don't need another trading system. You don't need another mentor. You don't need anything. You're good enough. You can look at these charts and know exactly what's going on. You know it. That's why you do so good in demo, because when you're in demo, it's no personal risk to your own finances. So the emotions are gone and it is strictly analytics. It is strictly technical analysis. It is strictly disciplined trading. And your account, sometimes you forget to check on them. And you check a week later and you're up so big in profits and pips, it's ridiculous. How many times have that happened to y'all? Type of 200 in the box if that has ever happened to you. You took a trade, forgot all about it. Come back and, oh my God. Type of 200 if that ever happened to you. It happens to me all the time. Why does it work like that? Because you have detached the one thing that nobody can coach you on. You've detached yourself from the business and you just let it be what it was going to be. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? You let the trade play out through technical analysis. Something like this, where guess what? It was an error on the 30-minute. You got it from your Ocean Wave scanner. You took the trade, watching it on the 1 hour. Guess what? There was no hint that you should be getting out of this trade. So guess what? You're still in it. Guess what? Here you go. You forgot about the trade. Now you're up 309 pips on this one trade alone. Let's go to GU. Let me show you another example. These two are notorious for just riding out the storm. Hell or high water, news events and everything. And when you get in it, look at this bad boy. Here we go. Same thing. You get into down here, you roll it down to here. Here's where it is. There's another 143 pips. That's over 400 pips on just two trades. Let's take a look at this. Here's another one that runs real smooth. NZD CAD. Here you go. 30-minute arrow. You get in. Boom. Look at this. Another 222 pips. Now we're over 600 pips. Oh, we're not done. Here goes another smooth one. Here we go. Get in. Boom. Ride it. Yes, another 147 pips. You ain't did nothing but just took it and left it alone. Or if you like me, I don't like all this, so I probably wouldn't have took this one. This is one. It used to run smooth, but it ain't running smooth no more. So guess what? If I see historically you doing this, I ain't gonna fool with you. But this one, yep, smooth, smooth. Let's take a look at this one. Here we go. Smooth, smooth. Here we go with this one. Smooth up, smooth down. Let's take a look at this one. Smooth up, smooth down. Here's another one. You could have got in. Just set and leave it alone. But what would you do? 174 pips on the. What would you actually do? I'm going to tell you what you would actually do. What you would actually do, you would actually stare at the trade every few minutes. You'll keep adjusting your stop loss every few minutes. Every time there's a small pullback, you're tripping. See, I can't coach you out of that to leave things alone. I don't have to coach you if you're in a demo account, but it drives you insane when it's your real account or a prop firm account where you're trying to pass a challenge in 2 minutes. This is where I can't. No matter how much training, no matter how much I try to coach people, this is the part where my coaching falls apart. Because I can't teach you how to leave things alone. And when you go back and look at the analysis, it all makes sense. But when you're immediately in the trade, you can't handle it emotionally. Type a 40 in the box if you know doggone well I'm telling the truth to you. Again, you don't have to like me. You're not going to always like your coaches, but the coach is supposed to tell you the truth about you to help you improve you. A coach goes past how you feel and gets to the root of the truth so that you can get better. This is why when people get into relationship issues, they want to go to a what? Relationship coach or a marriage counselor. The counselor is there to not coach your feelings or to agree with you. The coach is to point out where you are in error so you can correct it and have a better relationship with your beloved. Even if that means they have to point out that you're the person who's causing the issue. And what do people typically do when they go to them? Oh, I ain't going back to that counselor. See, that's the point. You don't want to hear the truth about you. You want all this other stuff about everything else except for the root cause of the issue, and that is you. And that's the problem in Forex trading with Forex traders. Okay, you keep signing up for prop firms knowing full well you're not ready. You haven't even finished demoing to test not just the strategy, but to test your will to hang on. To test your will to leave things alone and let it play out. Demo accounts are not just for strategies. It's to test you. You have been going through all kinds of strategies over the years, and yet, how far have you gotten? So is it all about everybody's strategy can't be wrong? Oh, Uncle P's strategy don't work. Okay, how many other people's strategy have you put to the plow? Every strategy on the planet can't be wrong. But that's how you feel about it. I'm still looking for the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail came and gone 50 times over because it wasn't about the Holy Grail of the strategy. It was the problem with you. It's no different from a person going to marriage counseling. As soon as the counselor say, hey, well, you need to fix a couple of things. Oh, I'm out of here. I don't want to go back to this counselor. This counselor don't know what they talk about. See, you don't want to fix you. You want to blame everything else but you. And when it comes to this, you having a hard time emotionally detaching from the trade, unlike when you're in a demo account. Because that Bible verse kicks in, where your money is, there will your emotions be. So how do we fix this, Uncle P? And yes, we can get to the charts and we can do an analysis. I have no problem with that because we do have some in this group who are highly disciplined. We do. Okay, so we'll get to those. But the truth of the matter is this. For those who are not disciplined, for those who don't have the real time to actually apply to perfecting a skill, but you want to make passive income, that is exactly why I'm moving forward with more emphasis on just getting copied on the trade so that you receive the benefits without the emotional headache. And that applies for me too. Because if I got too much pressure on me, I'm not a good trader. but it doesn't mean my money have to stop running. That's why I got these copiers. And I'm working on something even bigger. If I can pull this off, oh my God, y'all. Keep me in prayer, because if I can pull this off, oh, we all gonna be eating so nicely. It's gonna be ridiculous. So this is just phase one of the plan. But the point is, I gotta take you out of here. You've been at this so long and you've gotten nowhere. Not because you're not skilled enough, it's because you're not willed enough. You can't break your will. You've created this mental habit of tampering with trades. You have this mental habit of having to manipulate things. Got to keep on watching. You can't put your phone down once you enter a trade. It's like you're addicted to it. You can't detach from it. It takes over your life. It consumes you. And at the end of every week, you have nothing to show for it. I have to take this out of your hands because guess what? That's the one thing I can't coach you on. I can tell you what the problem is, but just like a real good marriage coach, they ain't going to fix your marriage. They'll tell you how to fix it. They'll tell you, give you homework to take home so that you can work on you. I can't do it. After all these years, I've been trying, and I realized, and I talked to Donna the other day, I realized I had an aha moment. It was like, this is the one thing I can't. It makes me sad, but it's the truth. I can't force you to go against your own will. You're your worst enemy when it comes to trading. I'll say this last statement and let's start taking hands and let's hit these charts. The truth of the matter is, you can go to 50 more YouTube channels. You can sign up for 50 more coaches because you say, I don't like that Uncle P. That's cool. Do it and watch and see what happens. Nothing will be different. Why? Because it was never about those things that you're looking at. The problem is inside of here. I tell you, one of the fixes is use a smaller lot size. If you listen to PJ, what did he tell you? He always used very 0 point. Look, with the gold copier, he's lost maybe 2 trades in 3 weeks. No, actually, I'm going on a month now. How long has it been down to 3 weeks now? We had the 2 week trial, and then we have the live service. So it's been about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I think. Donna, am I right? Oh, she might be busy. Anybody else? Has it? Who been in that trial? It was 3 weeks. How many weeks have you been? How many weeks? About 3. Yeah, 3 weeks. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. See, we got a lot of people in there. You had a 2 week free trial plus this live. So yeah, it's been about 3 weeks, and the boy lost might be 2 trades in 3 weeks. Why? Because he has perfected and disciplined himself to. Oh no, don't worry. You good, Don? Thank you, Don. Yeah, he's perfected discipline. And I talked to him the other day, and I said, "Son, you've really exceeded me by you only perfecting and being married to this gold and putting yourself under discipline for all these years." It's kind of like I'm expected to wake up into profits on a gold trade. I am surprised if there is even a loss, even though there's 2 losses in 3 weeks. 2 losses in trading every day for 3 weeks. And I'm surprised. Why? Because he's perfected discipline. He doesn't even want to trade big accounts. It's fun to him. It's a game to him. Because if he starts trading larger amounts, now his emotions start kicking in. But as long as he's trading little tiny amounts, 0.01 is all he do on his personal accounts. Why? Because he's completely emotionless and it's just fun for him. He ain't trying to hurry up and get nowhere. He just lets his accounts grow and he just flips them, happily taking his $2,000 or $3,000 a month out. You understand what I'm saying? He tell you, oh yeah, it's Friday, I'm finna get paid. And he does his withdrawal faithfully. and he ain't tripping. So was it just about the trading, or was it about he finally learned how to discipline his emotions? Which one was it? With that being said, let's go ahead and take hands. Reg, you have a question on the charts, or do you have a question on anything we talked about today? Go ahead and unmute. Hi, Reg.
Morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you? You got a question on what we talked about or on the charts?
On the chart, please, sir.
Which one do you want me to look at?
EU on sexy analyst, please.
EU, sexy. All right, cool, cool. Let's switch over to here, here, and go here.
On the 4 hour chart, on the 4 hour time frame, please.
Got it. We right here.
All right. Yeah. So then, here's the thing. I saw the setup and everything lined up properly, but and then the rule is no arrow, no trade. So I said, let me ask him about this tomorrow.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, setup's nice, everything lined up properly, but the arrow just never showed up. And I said, okay, I'll wait. And I woke up this morning, arrow still didn't show up.
Yep.
So
Leave it alone. I'm telling you, leave it alone. Look at how many of these fake outs. Look at this. This is why I'm telling you guys wait. All right, look at this. You had support right here. This was a really, really good area. You see that? Looks like everything was fine. And then what happened? It collapsed and broke through. This is why for me, if there's any trading now, again, you can look for reversals, but if there's any pairs, and these will switch over time, but take a look at this. This is why I was showing you guys this. This went through all kinds of news events. And normally, I'm not a fan of these, but the ones that I actually like, the JPYs, the Swiss, and this and that, they've been acting up. So guess what? What do? You switch over and keep looking. Okay, y'all want to start acting janky? Like, oh, here's what I mean for those who don't know what I mean. All right, see all this? Boom, 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 boom. And remember, I was telling you the CHF is one of my favorites because it usually runs smooth. But once it don't, you have to keep it moving. Watch this. Same thing. See all this? Nope. That means there's something going on with their currency, so I'm good. I'll move on. You ain't got to force me. You ain't got to force me. JPY is still looking nice. But here's the ones that have been looking nice lately. And all you have to do to back test, put this thing on the 1 hour and just see how much, when it went up, was it gliding smooth? When it goes down, does it glide smooth? If so, okay, cool. Look at that smooth move. See, all I want is to trade smoothness, Reg. So which one would have been better for me to do my analysis on? This one on the doing reversals or actually just riding the wave?
I'd roll that wave.
The wave would be better. This is what I'm looking at. How many people tried to do reversals on this and this thing kept on sliding down to the downside? Now, here's the reason why, in my opinion. This is my opinion, and I'm gonna say this quickly and shut my mouth because I don't want to get into it. I don't want to hear nobody's mouth. I don't want no smoke. But I know we're in political season and I know we're going to be voting for our favorite person. Oh, I can't wait for that person. Okay, that's cool. But the markets don't give a crap about all that emotional stuff. Again, just like for trading, they don't get emotional. They look at the facts. And what happens is that the dollar gets stronger when the world gets crazier.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. The dollar gets stronger when the world gets crazier. Facts.
Okay, you with me?
Yep, got it.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
One more thing. When we always said no arrow, no trade. So could you go to like the simplicity, please?
Yep.
On the 4 hour.
Okay.
Yeah, EU.
Yeah.
But when the arrows come out, because I'm looking at this, and it could be like a possible 415. Everything still got to line up properly when the arrow come out. Like arrow comes out on 15, simplicity trend server still got to be green, right? For everything for it to come out, right?
Yes. So, for an example, if I'm actually looking at this one for an opportunity, a good thing that I do see is that this thing is hitting here and it's saying, okay, enough of this. Okay. But it did the same thing here. It pushed up, and then what happened? It collapsed, collapsed, collapsed. So, what am I looking for? I'm hoping that this thing does this initial push, which means now people are saying, okay, we had enough. It's enough of this selling. Time for the buyers to come in. All right. So, this is a strong impulse. They call it impulse move, impulsive. This is a strong impulse move to the push to the upside. However, it's creating a what kind of pattern?
It's a slant pattern.
Patterns. What do?
they push up, then they
and
go
fade
back down
away.
to the original trend.
That's where you get your double bottoms and double tops. So for me personally, I'm hoping, okay, this has shown that you're very strong. You're ready. And today is Wednesday, which is midweek reversal, right?
Midweek reversal.
You got it. Everything is lining up. So now for me, what I would have to wait for is this thing has done, is showing strength, but I would not be getting in right here because typically it's going to pull back. And once it does pull back, hopefully it retests somewhere in this level. And then if it does, then I'll be happy to take that double bottom or that W pattern for my market makers method people. You remember we was taught the M's and W's, the double tops give that M pattern, double bottoms give you the W pattern. Okay, I would be happy to wait for a W down here. If I see a W down here, oh yeah, I'm going in hard in the paint or anything like that, because now it's showing, okay, here's where the bottom was set. It goes up, retests that bottom and takes off. Now, will it do that? I'm hoping it would, because normally that's what it would do, but it may give you a different pattern and you can go ahead and do your thing. But either way it goes, it is showing that right here, based on this price action that we're looking at this morning, it does look like strong buyers are now saying, okay, enough is enough. Let's go. All right, let's take a look at GU, which is doing the same thing. Here's what I was talking about. This is what I would be preferring right here. See how it came down, went up, went all the way over, came back down and retested. This one would be one that I would trust more than EU. You see the difference? EU is given the initial bounce, but I don't see a retest. Unlike GU, here's the bottom. It went over, came back, and retested this exact same. And if you already have the 6 analyst, which you do, see how it already gave you the bottom frame? It gave you the frame already. You see it?
Yeah.
I don't know what color yours is. I grade mines into turn mines into gray. If you need the 6 analyst guys, just get it, but you can change all these colors. I just gray it out so that when I'm teaching class for you guys, I don't have all these Christmas colors and confusing. But you can see the supply and demand zones, which, the supply, some demand zones is demand is down, supply is on top, or vice versa, whatever. Either way it goes, it gives you right here saying, okay, here's the supply and demand zone right here. Here's the support level right here. You can see the little white. I'm sorry, it's not bigger in there. It's kind of buried in there, but you can see the white dots, which means this is a long level of true support. Here's another set of 4-hour support. Okay, if you have the signal service, you got the daily dot. Everything about this is saying, okay, now we're good. This is the bottom. This is it. So this one, I would feel a whole lot more comfortable taking if I got a 15-minute arrow. Way better than this one, if I had to choose between the two. You see the difference?
Yeah.
No double bottom. You do have a double bottom here. This one I prefer. Let's go to the 4-hour, and there it is. See, sitting on the 4-hour support as well. See the 4-hour trend line? Boom. Everything is set up right there. So if I had to pick, brother, I would be going with GU, in my opinion. Do you, but that's the one I would choose because it shows me the support level is stronger. It's been tested and retested again. Okay. So it's like double strength. I got proof that this is probably the bottom. And therefore, yes, I would take GU all day long over EU.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
You're welcome, sir. And Rich, take a look at this, Rich. Rich, take a look at this. This is what the first move is. Watch this right here. I just want you to see this right here. Okay. Watch this right here, Rich. Right here. Watch this right here. Okay. I'm going to move that out the way because I know it's closing it. It's kind of covering it, but I want you to see this right here. Let me see if I can change the color and make it better for you. I'll make this gray. All right, there we go. All right, so watch this right here, Reg. See this move? It went down, created that bottom right here. Right here. Okay. Impulse move. Watch the EU. Ain't that the same, pretty much the same move? If y'all see this, type of 10 in the box. If y'all see this, type of 10 in the box. I want to make sure everybody's seeing exactly what I'm talking about. Again, do what you want to, but I'm just telling you if I had to choose, if I had to date one of these two, and I say, okay, I have to go on a date with one of y'all, which one would I actually trust more? See this? Watch this. This is the move. Okay, right there. This is what a lot of people, they jumped in and started buying right here. What happened? It went up, and then came right back down on them. Now they're upset. So this is why I would say, if it was me, I'm waiting, because this is the exact same move. Boom. But see, this one came back down over here, did all of that noise, came back here and retested. EU, no retest. I don't see it. Okay. So I want you to wiggle your butt around and come right back down to this level somewhere and show me that this is your true bottom. If you do that for me, we're good to go. Otherwise, keep it moving, player. I'll go with GU. Here it is. And I know Reg understand this. I'm just rehearsing this again so that those who are watching and those who will watch later, you understand how Uncle P does technical analysis if I'm going to take a reversal trade. I need you to prove to me that this is it. Okay, I need you to prove it. How? Because you went down here, came all the way over, and you came back down here and tap many more times, and still no breakthrough from here. Okay, I'll trust you. Let's go. Wait for my arrow, and let's get on up in that thing. Okay. Any other questions? Liz has a question. Go ahead and unmute. Hi, Liz.
Hey, good morning, Uncle P.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, and Super Easy family.
Hey.
So I'm happy with the gold trader.
Good, sis. I'm happy too.
Other systems.
You helped to pay for Nancy's vacation this week.
Yes. I've already paid for my golden copier already, just with the trades alone.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. That's why I said, hey, we got the Forex copier, we got the gold copier, we got the US 30 copier. We got these copiers. I'm just sitting back. I actually sleep better now. But anyway, what's your question for me, sis?
Okay, so I know that with the 415 strategy and the M30, M5, most of the time I'll enter the trade on the 15-minute chart.
Yep.
Now, just for my journal, because I'm writing now on Learn as You Earn.
Yes.
So with the gold copier, I notice that entries are normally on either the 1 minute or 5 minutes. So I wanted to ask, just so I could know, when are trades being entered on the gold copier? I mean, what time frame?
He will never tell his strategy. Yep. I can't say anything about it. That's his secret recipe. And no, it's not actually on time frames. He doesn't look at it like that. Everybody else does, but not him. But again, I'm sworn to secrecy, so I can't tell.
And I guess the reason why I'm asking is because most of the time, just looking over his shoulder, I have other accounts that I'm taking trades. Sometimes, not all the time, when he's taking trades. Yeah. But I usually enter on the 15-minute chart. So
yeah, I get you. Yeah. Yeah, Golden Boy, I can't tell his little secret recipe. Just like Dr. Elvis, Dr. Elvis, he's a swing trader. So if you're in the Forex trade copier, you'll see that he has a very high accuracy rate, but you're going to hold those trades for a while. But that's because he trades for multi-time frames that are higher. And Golden Boy, he has his way of doing things. And they told me how they do it, but I told them I'll never share. So I apologize, since that's the one question I can't answer today. Because I can't tell their time frames, their recipe. That's like if Colonel Sanders gave me the secret to his 11 herbs and spices, you know what I mean? I've sworn to secrecy. I signed the NDA. I won't tell. So I apologize. I can't.
But I've learned enough just from your classes and what you teach. So I'm good with that.
That's good. That's cool. Good. We go with that. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All right, Uncle P.
I don't want them mad at me.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you, sis.
Thank you.
All right. Any other hands? Any other questions on charts? Questions on anything we talked about today? Go ahead and raise your hand. I'm more than happy. I actually enjoyed talking with you guys. By the way, here's a little tip while we're waiting to see if there's any other hands. See, this is telling me good stuff is on its way. Okay, good stuff. Let me check AUD. See, this one only has one. See that? I told you guys that one has one. This one has one. So I will still wait for a W pattern on that. Let's check the 4-hour time frame. See how it broke through? This exactly broke what I was talking about. Boom. This is exactly what I was talking about. See, everything lined up for a 415er right there. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. See, bouncing off the trend line on the 4-hour support and everything else. And then look what happened. This one candle came in and took all the people out, took them out. And now you got an established point right here. Okay. Notice what you don't have. You don't have an arrow. So when they was trying to jump in right here where this yellow line is, there was no arrow. You have to wait because this can happen right here. Here's a perfect example. Everything lined up perfectly, but it wasn't ready yet. Impulse candle came through, knocked everybody out, and now you have something formulating right here. Now it's formulating. Okay, and I see this little W pattern. So if I get an arrow, okay, that's potential. I still don't like it as much as GU, but you can see the W pattern. Okay, up, boom, pull back, and there you go. That's what creates the W pattern. It goes down, goes up, come back and retest, and now you have the W pattern. Okay, let me show you all this. And then I got a little tip for you guys for those who have a slow MT4 or MT5 or whatever. Let me show you this while we, Jasmine, I see your hand. I'll get to you. Give me a second. Y'all see this? This is the W pattern that I'm talking about, that double bottom, and it takes off. See? Boom, up, down, back. This one doesn't have that. See, it only has one leg. Boom. EU has one leg. Down, boom. See, it doesn't have it. NU does have it, and GU has a bigger one. Okay, it went all the way up, all the way over. See, they can come in different shapes. They ain't pretty, but they there. And there you go. There you go. See, there it is. Oh, sorry, I'm missing one part right here. See, they ugly. And let me move this over because you guys can see it better if I do it from here. We'll do there and move this over here. And watch it a lot. There's your W. Move that right there. See? Slide down. Boom. Boom. And now this is taking off. Type of 45, if you guys can see this. Hi, YouTube family. And I know hundreds will be watching later. Just want to make sure you guys are learning this so that you'll be very, very skeptical on trades you're taking. Because, again, guys, if you don't see exactly what you're looking for, I'm telling you, if you want to improve your trading skill, if you want to improve your success rate, because everybody talking about win rates, here's the truth. If you can want to improve your win rates, you literally have to stop trading as much as you do. I'm telling you, stop trading as much as you do. Cut your trading in half. Cut out half the number of trades you're taking, because half of those trades you're taking, they actually don't even fit any rules at all. It's just you being emotional. Okay. So cut your trades in half. If you're taking 20 trades a week right now, cut it to 10. And then see how hard it is for you to wait for the actual best 10 trades of the week. And when you start doing that, yes, your accuracy rate will go up, but so will your frustration, because you're going to feel like, man, I need to be in some trades. No, you don't, because some of the best trades are not ready yet. And you jumping the gun early is what's causing the problem. Everybody understand that? Type a yes if you get me. Cut your trades in half. Take half the number of trades you're taking right now. Because a lot of these, they're just not right. They're not ready. And you will have to wait, like today. If any trade I was to take early, which I won't, but if I was, it would have to be GU, because that's the one showing me price action is right. But I still want to wait for that arrow, because guess what? If I jump in right now, chances are overnight, they're going to pull this thing back. Okay. So I'd rather wait just for confirmation. I just want to wait. Let me wait for the last confirmation. If I haven't waited this long, I can wait a little bit longer. But if you got itchy pants, then at least go with the one that shows the double bottoms. Okay. This one got a little baby one, but it's still there. But I know during the Asian session, London session, this thing gonna probably pull back. So I'd rather wait. Okay. All right. One other thing, and then Jasmine, let me get to your hand. Guys, this literally happened to me the other day, where I was trying to go on these lower time frames and it started freezing up, right? So here's how you fix that. Number one, make sure you don't have too many things open at the bottom. But the other thing is you want to go into file, Open data folder. And let me pull this on screen. Go into your history, and under your demo history, just hit Control A and delete. Okay, see, I had 296 in there, and you can do the thing on the live as well. And basically what I'm doing, I'm clearing out a lot of the gunk because it's backed up with all that history. So by clearing it out, it allows you to go to the lower time frames without it freezing up so much. Okay, so that's something you might want to do at the end of every week moving forward. Just that simple. You don't have to clear everything. Don't start tampering with too much. Just some of the history, or even half of the history, delete it out so that you can actually clean it up and it functions better. Now, for an example, and Jasmine, I got your hand. I'm going to move this out the way. What do y'all see right here? What I'll tell you, I told you I'm not jumping in yet. I literally just said this before I showed you that. I said this thing's probably going to start pulling back. And what do you guys see it doing? I told you. Told you. Because what happens is it's the first impulse move. It's showing, okay, I think we're ready. And then it pulls back first. That's why I'm not jumping in now. See, look at what's happening on GU. Same thing. See, I'm waiting. See, let it pull them back. We got an arrow on the 5 minute, but watch this. That's one waiting for the 15. Let this thing pull them back. Let me make absolutely certain. Why? Because my money on the line. And this helps me to be less emotional. Okay. All right. Let me get to Jasmine. Jasmine, go ahead and unmute. Hi.
I love that shit. I want to say thank you, everybody who's donated. Your boy, it's time to bust on this hose. This is from the fucking bus. Oh my fucking god. Oh.
Y'all see what I meant? That's why. Y'all see what I meant? That's why I say cameras off. Told you. What baffles me is, why would you spend your life coming to a class where you can learn how to make money, but instead you would prefer to be broke and be a idiot just to constantly get kicked out of class every single week? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Some people their rationale don't make no sense. You're here in a place where you can learn how to make money to provide for your family and to feed yourself for the rest of your life, but you just prefer to come here just to act silly. And you wonder why God won't have the chance to bless you. Because see, even though you think you slick, the fact is, one thing I know about how God functions, he will let a person go on for a little while, and then he will wreak havoc on their life. And they'll wonder why. Why is my life falling apart? Why am I losing loved ones? Why am I this and that? He will wreak hell on your life. And you forgot the sins that you were doing, and you thought he wasn't paying attention to you. You thought just because you was getting away all this time that he wasn't paying attention to you. So keep doing you. But I guarantee your life is not going to be blessed. God can't bless you. He does not bless foolishness. So keep doing you, because guess what? I just came back from vacation, staying at a resort. What about you? Thank you, Nana. Y'all understand what I'm saying? This is why I don't trip off of people what they have to say. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Because their world will be cursed. I guarantee it. Guaranteed. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. And this is why the Bible says God is what? Long suffering. He will let you keep on doing things for a while, hoping that you will correct your own behavior. But the moment you can't correct yourself, he'll step in and start wreaking havoc. Let me rephrase that. He'll allow havoc to be wreaked in your life. Why? Because his hand was covering you and trying to keep you protected. But if you're going to keep doing your stupidity, you want to keep violating his rules, guess what? All he does is just remove his hand of protection off of you, and all hell starts breaking loose in your life. And you wonder why. Oh, but don't forget the stuff you was doing when you thought nobody was looking, when you thought you couldn't get caught. Don't forget that there was always the sovereign hand of God on your life. And because of your stupidity, all that time you took it for granted. And then he moved his hand off of you and your whole life fell apart. And you can ask for people to pray for you. And guess what? Pray to who? Because the sovereign God who had his hand on your life all that time, that's the one you asking him to pray to. And he's like, I ain't hearing it. Let him go through some hell for a while. Hard head. Type of 500 in the box if y'all know I'm telling the TRUTH. No, I can't pray for you because God ain't hearing my prayer either. Nope, I ain't rejected. Return to sender. Because when prayer was happening over his life, this person wanted to keep acting stupid. Now I ain't going to protect them. And there's no amount of prayer anybody can send up when God says, I ain't dealing with them no more. I'm going to leave them alone for a little while. They need to learn. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? This is part of understanding how God functions. Not through religion, but through relationship. Even with your kids, this is why some of our kids are just disrespectful, because you continue to keep blessing them even though they're disrespecting you. Back in the day, didn't happen. You disrespect your parents, ain't no way you was coming away with blessings. You get your behind whooped and you learn respect. But nowadays, you can disrespect and be as rude as you want to your own parents, and you still get anything you want. So they assume that they can do that to anybody because they get away with it in their house. But when it comes to God, he don't play that. He ain't your sugar daddy, and he ain't your sweet mama or daddy who let you get away with murder. He'll let you go for a little while because he's giving you grace. His hand is upon you. But when he moves it off, ain't no amount of prayer going to help you. You're going to just have to pay the price for your foolishness. Now, back to the charts. Anybody else got a question before we close class for today? All right, Luke, go right ahead.
Hey, Pat, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. How are you, sir?
That was crazy. but
It is what it is. Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wanted to ask you, instead of using, I still have the simplicity set up and everything. On the website, it still gives us step by step how to use it, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you guys have access to that all the time. Yeah, that never goes. Keep your login. Once you have your login, just log right in, and you can go back to it as many times as you want. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Also, instead of using a demo account, I was gonna practice on a live account. Instead of not putting no money on it or anything like that, but just go through the strategy and then mark the entry point and see where it goes from there. Write down your entry, and then if the pips go up, write that down. Just on like maybe 2 or 3 pairs, just studying those pairs. For at least a month or two.
Yeah. What I would with you, anything and everything that has to be done, only do it on demo, because there's no financial consequence to it. Here's where I would let me give it to you like this. And by the way, there's a gentleman, and I won't say his name. I'm in his group. Again, I told you guys, I'm in a bunch of people's groups that you guys, if you use YouTube, you got them on your YouTube favorites. If you YouTube some of these people, I probably already know them. Okay. But here's one of them. This guy, he actually won 8 world Forex trading championships. 8 championships. Okay. And the deal is this guy, he talks about the fact that he spends most of his time actually on demo accounts, not live accounts. Isn't that amazing? You won 8 world championships and you spend most of your time in demo. So here's where a live account will actually come into play. The only time you should come into play with a live account is after you have practiced on demo, marking up charts, you understand it like the back of your hand. Then the next phase of the live account is to put in a very, very small amount, not to test the strategy anymore, but what will you be testing?
Your management.
Come on, brother, you got it. Exactly. That is the only next phase. Strategy testing, all that gets done in demo, because when you're demo testing, like I was explaining earlier, when we're in demo accounts, we don't have any emotions attached to it. We don't even care. Why? Because it's a demo account. I can easily open another. So you'd have zero personal attachment to it. And it's all just technical analysis. Okay. That's where you get crispy, or that's where you get real sharp with your technical analysis in demo accounts, never in a live account. The only time you've moved from demo to squeeze into a small live account is to now I got the technical analysis down. Now I got to get the emotional analysis down to marry the two together. Once I have technical analysis and I have emotional analysis and they're on point, then I'm ready for a regular live account. That's the progress. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I only thought about doing it like that because it kind of seemed like the algorithms were different from a demo and
No, they're not. Nope, they're
they're
not. Mm-mm.
not.
I'm telling you guys, these brokers used to manipulate the market a lot. They've moved away from that because, number one, their brokerages were getting slapped with huge fines or getting shut down. So why even go through all that consequence when all I have to do is keep feeding these people this data and they're going to blow their accounts on their own? I don't have to rob them. They're robbing themselves because they won't take the time to actually learn this craft before they go in a live account. So most of these brokers, no, they're no longer doing that. It's far more, to be honest, it's far more profitable to not do it because now they don't build up a bad reputation for anything because they know the customers are going to do it to themselves.
Okay.
Why take on the consequence of getting fined or closed down when my customers are going to be the ones doing it themselves? They're going to do it to themselves. All I have to do is supply. It's just like drugs. All I have to do is supply them with the drug. They're going to do all the damage to themselves. All I did was supply them with the product. And that's what these brokers are doing. They're just supplying the product. And they know retail traders are going to do the damage to themselves. For an example, did I not say on GU, I told you guys, no arrow, no trade. Did I not just say that? And did not tell you guys, I said, I am not jumping in this thing because chances are it's going to pull back. What do you see happening right in front of our eyes?
Yeah, pulling back.
Okay, how did I know that? Because I haven't been on these charts for so long, I just know them. And when you get that good where you just know it, now you're ready for a live account. Before then, you should never be touching a live account because you don't understand price action movement.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay.
That's why I told you. And see, this is my point. People can come in here, they can say what they want. The truth is, I called this out in class. I told you guys in class just a few minutes ago exactly what I thought was going to happen. And it literally happened right in front of our eyes, right here. That's why I'm not taking that trade yet. I said we have to wait. These are the things that you hammer out in demos. So, for an example, Golden Boy, Jenny, Elvis, and all these others, yeah, what they've been on these charts for years, so they understand it. So here's what I would suggest: pick you out 3 or 4 pairs and demo the heck out of them things. Just demo it, like PJ said. He said, "I just know it." In fact, he was so upset. Let me be honest with you guys. Okay, you want to hear how good a person can be? He literally lost one trade after 3 weeks, and his wife called me. His wife called me and said, no, I'm sorry. PJ called me and he said, my wife told me to call you. He said, he was disappointed that he lost one trade after 3 weeks. And you know what he said? He said, what should I do next time better? Because I don't want to disappoint the people. And so he began to tell me, and he said, normally for him, he doesn't even use stop losses because he knows exactly where it goes and he don't want to get stop hunted. And so he said, well, normally I have a rule of XYZ, but this time, I'll push it up a little bit tighter. And he said, I got stopped out. And he said, what should I do next time? I said, what do you normally do if you were to put one in? He said, oh, I would use this amount. I said, then why did you change it? Well, I just didn't want to disappoint you or the people. I said, you ain't disappointing me. You my son. I don't care. Do you. This is for you. Yeah, I'm just showcasing your talent. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about the people. Just keep doing you. And he said, here's why I know. He said, I'm so disappointed because immediately after hit that stop, guess what? It went right where I knew it was going to go. It went right on back up where I knew it was going to go. And had we had a little bit, I said, then what did you learn from this, son? He said, just keep staying consistent with my rule. Don't worry about the people. I said, that's exactly right. And so far, he hasn't lost another trade. or maybe one trade. But that one trade, so really it would have been only one trade, not two trades, one trade out of 3 weeks. Why? Because he knows it so well. He said, I knew he was going to do that. I said, you made a mistake when you went against your rule. Don't change your rule for the people. Don't worry about the people. See, he knows it. So pick you out 2 or 3 pairs and keep on playing with them things until you just know it like the back of your hand. Yes, you got all these selections you can pick from. Okay. You got all these you can choose from, but only pick 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Or only 2 or 3 categories. And here's what I mean by categories, sir. You got the CAD, you got JPYs, USDs, AUDs. You can pick categories or you can just pick 2 or 3 pairs. And once you get those pairs, study them like the back of your hand. Don't trade nothing else. Just stick to them. In fact, here's what you do. Here's something you can do. You can open all this up, but then you can come in here, right click and hide. Click on hide and remove all of that stuff. Or you can click here and say hide all. It will clean up all of these and get them all out except for maybe 1 or 2 and only add back in the ones you really say, okay, I'm gonna start studying those like the back of my hand. And I guarantee, for an example, and I'll say this and I'll let you go because you brought up a good point. I was listening to an interview. I told you guys I'm still a student of this. Okay, after all these years, I'm just a student. I was listening to this guy being interviewed on this popular trading channel. And he says something so profound. I didn't even listen to the whole interview. It was like an hour or something. I ain't listening to all that. He told me exactly what I need to know. And I've been a proponent of having multiple pairs because if one pair acts up, you want to be able to switch over. That's why I always have multiple pairs. I don't want to trade all 20, 25 pairs, but just maybe a couple of them. Okay. So here's what he said. He said, I heard about this one pair, and I ain't gonna tell y'all because then y'all gonna chase it and you may not be as good as him. He said, I heard about this one pair. And he said, I knew that if I could just perfect this one pair and just understand it like nobody's business, I'm paraphrasing. He said, I knew I could make it. And guess what happened? He did. That's why he's being interviewed. He made a boatload of money off of just one pair because he was disciplined enough to know it so well and not to trade on it, and then knowing when to trade on it, when not to. He knew it so well, and it made him wealthy. Just one. So for you, pick about 3, 4 pairs, and that's it. Get rid of all the rest. 3 or 4. Pick your trading style, whether it's ocean wave or whether you're going to do reversals, whatever it is. Pick it, study it, know when it's going to reverse, know when it's not. Know it like the back of your hand, and then trade those only and watch and see yourself prosper. Once you prospered in the demo account, you're able to double or triple a demo account, then you move to phase 2, which is trading what? Live account with a very, very small amount to make sure that your emotions are now trained. Once you do that, then you can move up to the next step, which is a bigger account. So it's always phase 1, demo, phase 2, live, small account to manage you. Phase 3, you're off and running. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Also, that too easy is that one? How you say? Is that one easier to understand than the simplicity, or?
Because it's based on simplicity, it's the same thing. But what it does is it adds in the area of giving you the strength meter. See, for an example, if you were looking at this and you had to decide whether to buy or sell, just taking a glance at this, what would you do?
So
You got it. Bingo. Bingo. See, that's where this comes in. It's telling where the money is flowing. So therefore, yes, the price action moved up, just like we saw in class this morning. Price action moved up. Okay. And let me draw a support line so you guys can see this. By the way, all of these are on sale, by the way, for another couple of days, half off if you need it. But see, all I did was just draw a simple support line. Okay. See, you can see it all the way from the 4-hour. You can see this was support here, 1 hour. Let me make this smaller and we can see it. Well, we can't see it that well, but you can see it right here. Support. Support. You can see it. Boom, boom. 15-minute. We see support. But you see that move? Boom. Now let's make it bigger. Here's what I said. It went right here, got stopped, and came back. Now here's the nice part. Where is it stopping at?
support.
Back on that floor. Support. Has it broken through there yet?
Not that I can see.
No, me neither. Not yet. But we don't have an arrow for buying yet, do we?
No.
That's why we wait. Wait and see. Let's just wait and see. So too easy is telling me, no, look at this, even on the 5-minute, and you can change these time frames, from to whatever you want. I use start mines at the 5-minute, 15 and go forward, but you can put the 1 minute or whatever. You can change these time frames. But the point is that from the 5-minute all the way up, it's showing that no buyers are really coming in yet. You had the small little move, but now look at what's going on. Sellers are still taking over saying, nope, we're not done with this. So therefore, that's why I said to wait. So this is where too easy comes in. It tells you where the money's coming in. So now if I start seeing green bars, like if you want to switch this to the 1 minute and 5-minute, then if you start seeing green bars filling up on the 1 minute full green, and you're starting to see the 5-minute filling up with full greens, okay, now you're telling you that what? Buyers are now truly coming into the market to buy up. But right now, I don't see it.
Yeah.
Feel me? Let's go here. See, did I not tell you guys this was going to happen in class? See that move up? Look, what do you see here?
Coming back down.
Look at this. Let's go to EU. Okay, we still got to push up, but see, this is what I was talking about. This is showing me true buyers are starting to come in. You see that? Green.
Yes.
But what do I still want to see first? Pull back and then go off. But this is giving me courage that yes, buyers are really coming in, unlike this, who did the same thing, but there was no real buyers. It was just an impulse move, and now it's right back down. Okay. You see the difference? That's where too easy coming.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Good questions. Anything else?
No, sir.
All right, cool.
That.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you for your question.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah, man. Good talking to you always. All right. Okay, you guys. I think that's it. Let's go ahead and end class. I think we covered plenty for today. Again, guys, if you want to take advantage of the trading systems, they are on sale. So get them at the 50% discount. And thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes for Nancy. She was very happy. Talk to you guys later. Bye.